kind of show what they look like. The boxes are nice. They came in this really kind of cool box. Company did a good job. They're recycled. Pretty professional. They, definitely solid. They're kind of hard to find. We had to search the web.
Mm-hmm. It's because they're new.
Yes, exactly. And you could spend a fortune. They had some places that are $100. We got ours for $50. I think yours has.
Mine was a
extra
little
feature.
more
Yeah.
because of the feature. But look, it's like he's saying, Ozaki.
It's Ozaki.
Right.
Which we probably got that wrong, but who cares?
I think we're saying it right.
We're close enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. However you say that.
Ozaki.
Yes. And we tried this on the iPad too, and the case works just fine for that too, so it doesn't move or...
It does. But we got these for the 3 because
Yes.
we were really having difficulty finding cases for the 3.
Right.
And we came across these. The biggest thing that we like so much about this particular type of case is that it allows us to really change up, the positions of the case, where with so many of the cases in the past, you really were limited in what you could do. And now with the origami, it really does. I mean, we can do portrait and landscape, which is really nice, and it was really hard to get that before.
Yeah. It's, all the different angles you want. Some of these cases are pretty limited. Okay, let's talk about some of the basic features. On the back of the box, one of the things that's on the internet that's confusing is there's all kinds of slim, and of course, it looks like slimy, but there's the slim Y plus, and the slim Y plus plus. The difference, other than the back of the box shows you that, and the other one has the plus on it, it's what you get with the actual stylus piece. So mine's the very basic one, the minimum. The non-plus version, Domino,
Yes.
has the plus.
I have the plus.
Just the single plus. There's also another version that we do not have that's the plus plus. The difference in them is basically the stylus you get. So with the base version, you do not get a stylus. You get a stylus holder, this is the stylus holder. And they have a nice little slot here that basically allows you to slide that in. So this is kind of like the protector, and then this basically goes in here, and you get this nice little kind of holder, and then of course another stylus can slide right in there. Now not all styluses would fit, but that's all you get on the base one. Now you get this interesting stylus here.
Since I have the plus, I get this great little mini stylus, but what I really like about it, if you can see it, it has this mesh nub at the top. It's soft, but it's great when I want to write with it, and of course we'll show you that here in a moment. But just like Chaz had, how he's able to store that, it has a little notch here where I too can store my stylus. And it slides right on.
Yeah, it's pretty slick. After you figure out how it goes on there pretty easy. You initially thought I was going to break the thing by pulling it out, but once you slide it in a couple times, it moves pretty quick.
Right. I mean, about broke my finger, but after that, it worked out perfectly.
That's good. And then you get the holder too.
Right.
So if you wanted to do, you get the white. Everything color matches. So.
And what was it? $5 more.
$5 more.
Mm-hmm.
And at some point we'll post at the end where the site where we bought this, but it was like half price from all the other sites. Like typically the price of this seems to be $100. It's probably price gouging. Did I say price gouging? And so we got these for $50. You got yours for $55.
Right.
So outrageous. It's iPad cases. It's expensive. Whatever.
But once you can see what it can do, I think it makes it well worth the money.
Yeah.
How many cases do we currently own?
I don't know, 50.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So yeah. We have a little experience with cases.
Yes, we do.
Yeah,
and we can tell you everything we don't like about them.
Case fiends, case snob, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so you want to dive into yours, and then, again, the colors on the net, you search the net, there's really cool colors like this slime green color, or like radioactive green.
Right, there's a light blue, there's pink,
there's lots of pinks. Yeah, we were struggling with that.
But I wanted muted, something, I could take to work, or obviously have out when we're just kind of hanging out. But as you can see, mine's got this great little design in it, which makes it really cool. We've had it now 3 days maybe, and I'm already getting a lot of compliments about it, which is really nice, except for the fact that I didn't buy it for the compliments. I bought it for its functionality, but the compliments are a nice plus.
Absolutely.
So it makes it the Slim plus plus plus.
Exactly.
Right.
You get the extra plus just
I do, just because it's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so we want to talk about the greatness of what it can do. So it has this, if you can see it, like this Y fold, and this is how you can do all the different designs. Can you remember what they're called?
No, but I'll guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do this one first.
They're all origami type things, so it's going to have things like butterfly and flying bird.
This is the butterfly.
Yes, that's probably the only one I'm going to remember.
And so I'm going to show you how it looks if you're looking at the iPad. And of course what it looks like when you're just looking at the case, which is what we're trying to show today.
Yeah, there's really a lot of nice detail in here. This is a raised pattern. I think this is like a neoprene. And that is the difference on the 3 pluses or the 2 pluses or whatever the higher end version. It only comes in 2 colors and it's like made out of actual leather. Mm-hmm. These are neoprene, but this is a nice texture. It's, it feels pretty solid.
It does feel good, and about the magnetic for the open and close.
Oh yes, absolutely.
So again, we're showing the, I think this is called the butterfly.
Yeah.
What we learned is it talks about having 6 different folds.
Yes.
It's really how you flip the case that makes it work.
Right.
So here we have it, again, that butterfly design, and then if I want to use this to type, I'm just going to kind of bend it and flip the case over. And then we'll flip it around
side, yeah.
So you can see what it looks like, and you see it has that little bend.
Yeah, this is pretty nice here. Mine doesn't support as well here for whatever reason. Without the ridge, it doesn't seem to hold up, but that is a nice angle. Mine tends to kind of start falling down a little bit. So, but yeah, you still get all the support, and it's just another nice angle. Mm-hmm. So this is half butterfly.
Right, half butterfly. Butterfly with broken wing. That's what I'm going to call it.
Something.
So again, it's magnetic, as you could probably hear that as it kind of comes together. And then so that was the one butterfly. You show my least favorite, since I don't know how to work it very well.
Oh, the
triangle.
Oh, the triangle. Yes. And trust me, when you first get these, you'll be playing with all the folds, trying to figure out how in the world they work. Because you think you can do like 1,000, but there's only like 3 basic folds or 2 or something like that.
Yeah.
Then it's basically how you spin the iPad around. So this one has a pretty nice inside too. This is kind of a soft.
It's very nice.
Kind of, I don't know. It feels kind of feltish, but not. It's not. It's all plastic. And it has the 2-tone. It's kind of like a grain, what is that, grainy-ish kind of red pattern, and then
it feels like leather, although it's not.
Right, exactly.
It's like Corinthian.
It's the finest plastic.
Yes, that you can buy.
Produce, yeah. So, and of course, they did a really good job on fitting it to the case. It's really tight fit. Mm-hmm. It's not super thin. It actually adds a decent amount of weight, but it's not unbelievable. But they did a good job molding it. All the holes are there. There's nothing that's tight or anything like that. The power, they give you plenty of room for the power, which is a big problem with other cases.
Right.
So anyway, yeah, let's do the fold. So this is we're just going to do a basic tri-fold, and I did that backwards, didn't I? I told you I was going to
Well, I can't do it at all. They say it's the easiest one, and yet
so
it totally
there's the
goofs me up every time.
the base angle at this point, and of course now with the stylus in there, this kind of causes it to be a little odd. But you can do the basic tri-fold there, and then of course this
is the death-defying one that we didn't think was going to work, but it actually did.
They showed a video on the internet, and it shows them showing this,
right.
and it they don't make any comment, but it's not the most stable thing in the entire universe.
But it's not knocking over. And
right.
when we first did it with the case without having the iPad in, we
it
thought there's no way that was going to work.
So yeah, it's it basically gets you every angle you could dream of in one form or another. So then there's another.
Right, the reverse butterfly. I don't know what that one's called.
The reverse butterfly. I don't know.
Let's call it that.
How about half crouching tiger? I don't know, something.
So again, wait, is that the one I just did?
I think it was, yeah.
Come in.
Way, yes.
So yes, think of it like I'm closing my hat.
Right.
Closing the hat. Again, I'm going to flip it over. This is how you're seeing it. This is not it.
Same angle.
That's the butterfly.
You're good.
That's the butterfly.
You're good. No, it's okay. Flip it around.
This is reverse butterfly.
So you'll have fun with this. You'll all wonder exactly what kind of patterns you're making. And
this is actually one I use most often. You think I would know what this one's called. But as you can see how I'm flipping it around.
Oh, okay.
This is what we're seeing. It gives you that nice flat base.
Right,
which on the butterfly it's kind of open.
Right.
But there's the flat base. I really like this one. Now here's the mode, no problem doing that. So
absolutely. It's great.
I really
great
like it.
For tummy iPad viewers.
It is.
Yes.
Like myself. Much like myself.
Okay.
Now the one thing that we've noticed is, since it is magnetic, we've kind of talked about that it will come loose if I can kind of do it here without dropping it.
Yeah,
So
the cover's pretty
yeah.
light. It does have magnetic everywhere, but the covers are pretty light, so it doesn't hold down against the case like probably the iPad cover does.
Right. And you can turn that off. I mean, you can turn off the open-close
Right.
feature with the magnetic. I like mine on.
Exactly. So you can hear them click, and there's been a lot of posts on the boards about this actually doesn't work with the 3s where it doesn't do the locking, but you can definitely hear it doing the locking, and so there's a visual. Both these new versions here, I don't know if they did a revision or whatever, we're not having any problems with the 3s doing the lock-unlock feature, so that's working pretty well for us.
It is, and if for some reason we find that it's not later, we'll come back and post about it. But,
Absolutely.
But certainly for now, we haven't had any issue with it. And while you continue to talk, I will get some lovely app going where I can show everyone this stylus.
Okay, cool. And then as a strange bonus feature for the low-end version, which is the one I have, it doesn't have the stylus, it just has a holder. And again, these come out real easy. Of course, I'm going to do that and probably snap a fingernail or whatever, but as far as typical cases for pulling things out or pulling them out, I mean, it definitely holds it in there. But, well, you know, live video, that's the way it works. You can't get the stupid thing out, so, good grief.
I think we just got to pop one in and the rest sort of comes out quite nicely.
It's just that easy, but
Except
obviously
for right
the
now.
humidity in the room is causing all kinds of grief here. I want that to go away, so there we go. The nice bonus feature in the red one is you get this interesting pattern that you'll never see. So
You get to see it when you take it in and out, but look how gorgeous that is. That's
exactly. So
beautiful.
you know
It's artwork.
that you're dealing with a piece of artwork that's hidden.
That's right.
Yours doesn't have that. It just has the same pattern.
Mine's
on the
out there
inside.
for everyone
Yeah.
to see.
So again, this fit really well with the 2. It's just, and I really did a bad job of moving it out really quick, but you can really get these out pretty quick compared to other cases where they're so smashed in there that you don't think you're going to move it to another case by any means. This one looks like it's pretty easy to get out. So.
We did like that feature. Okay, so if you can see this lovely screen here, again, we're talking about the stylus. It is a mini stylus. It is thick. It has a little weight to it, but it's not uncomfortable. And this was a mesh screen, but it's really soft. So we'll just say, and of course I have a wonderful writing app here. And you know my spelling and
Nice.
penmanship is just
Absolutely.
exquisite.
Yeah,
We just love this. I mean, I love this.
Stylus is cool.
I think you're a little jealous. I think you wanted my stylus.
Yeah, a little. Yeah, I'd probably pay the extra $5 now. I know what the.
Now that you know what it's worth,
got,
yeah. So anyway, that's that's.
And the app's pretty
stylus.
cool. That's a free app. We got a free app we're gonna buy.
Oh, that is a great. Yeah, that's a great
what's
app.
it
We'll
called?
talk about that one later. That's
53.
Papers 53.
Yeah, exactly. So.
As opposed to Papers 52.
Right. Or some other random number that someone
Papers
might come up with.
157.
Exactly. So that's kind of it in a nutshell. I think we covered it.
Would you buy it
Did I miss
again?
something? I would.
Would
The
you buy
price
one for a
is
friend?
ridiculous. Would I buy one?